Today, God has declared that all obstacles that impede your ability to receive His gifts have been eliminated. I am obstructing the adversary who is impeding your strategy and objective to achieve a complete breakthrough and blessing. It appears that the adversary is struggling to make a phone call, as they are unable to connect. He is transmitting a message to the incorrect number. All of the malevolent schemes that were devised to cause you harm are disintegrating and disintegrating. The adversary is endeavoring to suppress and counteract the actions I am taking on behalf of you. However, they are ultimately unsuccessful. According to God, the advantages and benefits of His dominion will no longer be delayed or rejected in your circumstances. It is now time to anticipate the extraordinary, distinctive, and remarkable events that will transpire in your life. You find this to be an excessively lengthy period. God declares, I challenge you to engage in an endeavor. Engage in an undertaking, and I shall bestow blessings upon it. Open your mouth wide, and I will satisfy your hunger. It will be provided to you upon your arrival at a new location. The gifts that were given to Abraham have been given to you 100 times over through the blood of the sacrifice on the cross. You are considered a fortunate individual by me. I am not withholding information from you or preventing myself from pursuing my desires. The Father declares, today is a day of abundance, overflowing, and beyond capacity in your storehouses. God informs you that He has not bestowed upon you a spirit of fear today, but rather one of power, love, and sound reasoning. Given that I possess agency, you inevitably possess agency as well. My dear, you are not an outsider, you are the gem of my eye. The promise of heaven is both your right and your benefit, so you do not forfeit any privileges. Love is devoid of fear. I am described by love, and what I am within you is also described by love. I am providing answers from a higher perspective to issues that are beyond the capacity of individuals and that politics is unable to resolve. Do not be apprehensive, declares God. Do not believe that you require solutions from others to improve. Others do not possess the answers. A stigma is placed on the individual who places their faith in others and relies on physical strength. I am the source of your vitality. Politics is not the source of your optimism, it is in me. When the smoke clears and the lies are revealed, it will be my people who have remained resolute, refusing to worship at the political altar and the pandemonium of those who see no alternative to worshiping the idols of humanity's flawed systems. You are not a part of this universe. If you were of this world would dispatch you into battle as my servant. However, you are of paradise and not this world. The rule of the kingdom of God will remain in place, functioning, and beneficial to you if democracy and all other forms of government fail. In Christ, there is no distinction between black and white. There are no ethnic barriers in the entire kingdom. The sole objective of evil is to divide individuals to seize power. Consequently, all of these claims to the contrary are unfounded. The issue cannot be resolved at the initial stage. I summon you to stand. There is a location near me that is not governed by chaotic forces, politics, or ethnicity. From that point forward, I will govern the world while you govern in and with me until Shiloh arrives. At that juncture, all knees will yield, and all tongues, regardless of their hue, will acknowledge the authority of heaven as the sole solution to humanity's egregious issues. According to God, your occupation is not merely a part of a larger undertaking that is taking place elsewhere. I have contacted you and assigned you the responsibility of demonstrating exceptional performance. I have invested all that my kingdom has to offer in your life to enable you to ascend and become recognized. Right now, we are witnessing the realization of my throne's plan. Today is the day to demonstrate my presence with you through signs, miracles, and marvels that will astonish the wicked and capture the attention of the public. This is not for your enjoyment, but rather to allow my glory to be observed. The Father declares, "You are a vessel of my glory, and I have positioned you on the brink of a forthcoming flood of outpouring that will be propelled by the might of my power." The season is currently underway. This is the present moment, therefore, embrace it with an open heart. Individuals who have been injured or rejected are receiving superior treatment and relief. It is impossible to alter the past, therefore, refrain from contemplating it. My current message is not influenced by the individuals who belittled and neglected you. It is irrelevant whether they believe you should have engaged in the religious game. I am God and have the power to do anything at any given moment. At this moment, you have the opportunity to be discovered, not only summoned, but also selected and devoted. Before the video continues, I request you to like the video and share this video with your family and friends, and request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. It is now time for God to instruct you to contend justly about the prophecies that have been spoken over you. By presenting numerous obstacles to my promises for your life, the adversary attempts to undermine your faith. However, these issues will be resolved as you become acquainted with the enduring truths of Scripture and the prophetic declarations that have been made over you. These will provide you with a robust foundation to combat the adversary and prevent him from interfering with your life. Your instruments are capable of being employed in combat, according to the Father. I will never allow you to fail or fall apart as long as you trust and believe in me. Allow the faith I have bestowed upon each individual to serve as the benchmark by which you evaluate the subsequent events in your life. When you examine the attack of evil through the prism of your faith, you will recognize that Satan is not a significant issue and that you are the potent force that will eradicate all forms of evil. The actions I take and the words I speak are indicative of my faith. I am obligated to act in the same manner as I would if I were present, as a result of my faith. Acknowledge that today has unfolded in such a miraculous manner. As you commence this new day, feel optimistic that you will soon be liberated from all forms of aggression from those who wish to cause you harm. God declares, "This is your portion, and your righteousness is derived from me." God informs you that He is the dawn that illuminates the mountains in your life today. What is it that matters to you when I am the day star and the morning star ascending in your heart, even though pessimists have experienced a variety of events? It is now time to relinquish doubt and anxiety to allow faith to take control and begin a new chapter in your life. The adversary is adept at terrorizing you when you are most vulnerable to their threats. Rely on the armor that I have provided you with. Despite the challenges that may arise, it is not necessary to be impolite. Maintain control over your emotions and resist external pressure. Divert your attention from the approaching tempest and stimulate your spiritual faculties. More individuals are in your favor than those who are against you. When you confront your fears with the assurance of my word, the delusion of fear and sorrow will dissolve. Your circumstances are irrelevant. They are the result of negligent decisions and irresponsible conduct. When I informed you that your most profound aspirations and most ambitious dreams would be realized, I contemplated all of the aforementioned. Abandon the detrimental behaviors that you previously exhibited. Allow the concealed spirit of your heart, which is a part of you from the moment you were born again, to take charge, make difficult decisions, and guide you to your place of blessing. Rejuvenate yourself. The Father asserts that all forms of evil can be located in locations where there is chaos, fighting, and jealousy. Do not allow the turmoil and hatred that other individuals are experiencing to influence you. This is the method by which the enemy attempts to deceive and divert your attention. However, my tranquility will guide you through the confusion to the breakthrough you require in your circumstances. It is futile to attempt to acquire what other individuals are battling for. Continue to pursue the dominion. When you prioritize the kingdom, you will receive all the resources you require. Everything is encompassed by the term all. I will not neglect any critical information that is necessary for me to fulfill your requirements and assist you in achieving the objective I have established in your heart. Inhale deeply and exhale all of my anxiety and tension. Do not be apprehensive about anything. Exercise caution in all aspects of your life. I am improving matters that pertain to you. I am providing you with the necessities and ensuring the safety of the items that are important to you. Allow me to serve as your actuality, your truth, and your path. Many individuals require your concepts. The Lord declares, I will accomplish the tasks that must be completed on earth and in your life through my Spirit, not through strength or power. Trust in that truth, and you will witness the dawn break and the gifts that will come your way. My power transforms the situation, and my favor opens up every opportunity, allowing you to radiate like gold. Today, the Father commands, remain steadfast in your focus and do not abandon the vision I have bestowed upon you. I am the God of time and eternity, even though there is resistance, and the scheduling appears to be unfavorable. The adversary is not responsible for determining the subsequent course of action. Your detractors are not permitted to determine whether my hand extends to bless what they have condemned. In the same way that I elevated Moses to the status of a deity before Pharaoh, I will cause your words to burn like fire and your adversaries to vanish like chaff in the wind when my promise is fulfilled and your aspirations are realized. Before the video continues, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make my new house. I refrain from contacting you due to your qualifications. I did not consider the skills and abilities of many individuals who believed they were capable of performing the tasks I assigned to you. I selected you because I enjoy showcasing my grandeur through individuals who are weak, shameful, and lowly. Individuals who gaze at you with their jaws open, akin to the frightening bulls of Bashan, have placed themselves in a position where they disagree with my assessment of you, and they will be penalized. Do not feel compelled to justify yourself or respond to your critics when they continue to provide justifications for their actions. Kindly adhere to my instructions and allow them to manage your call. This is not a time for melancholy, the Father declares. Now is the time to take action. I assert that today is the day you are liberated, despite the enemy's efforts to instill fear in you. Today is the day on which I will bless you and guide you to your place of blessing. Even though circumstances are not favorable, my name will be honored in your life, as even your adversaries are compelled to engage in actions that are contrary to their nature. Maintain your attention on the enemy's actions and their strategies for executing them. You can now perceive me through a profound comprehension and a new name. This is to inform you that I am responsible for your circumstances, not the adversary who poses a threat. Make the decision today to remain faithful to the covenant and not give up when you are not being followed. You have received a position of favor and have been placed in a country where you will not be disappointed or fail. This is all a component of my strategy to maintain the integrity of my business relationships. I have acknowledged your request. I am writing in response to your complaints regarding the late hours of the night. Your burdens are being alleviated, and I am currently liberating you from your shackles. He states, "Bid farewell to the enemy, for you shall no longer behold his visage. I have selected you as my people, and I am your God." This fundamental truth is the sole determinant of your future. Today, the Father instructs us to maintain our pleasure, irrespective of the circumstances. Please refrain from compromising my contentment or tranquility. My kingdom is not merely a location where justice, harmony, and joy can be discovered. It is these qualities themselves. When an individual is experiencing the ecstasy of the Holy Spirit, they experience a sense of being in a higher realm, beyond the principalities and powers that cause distress and humiliation on earth. In the same way that I reside within you, my serenity is present within you. God declares, "I am tranquil," and it facilitates your advancement, enhancement, and ascension. You will progress by my ideal timing while in my tranquility. I will precisely mark the time of your breakthrough and escape from all peril by moving my hands on the clock. I am the God of time and eternity, and I assert that time is being restored in your existence, just as I saved your soul from destruction. You still have time, the Father informs you. Given that I have the time, you also have the time, and this is your opportunity. These animals have residences, similar to how birds have nests and foxes reside in burrows. What other arrangements have I implemented in this world to ensure your safety and stability? You possess an asset by divine right. Resources, money, benefits, opportunities, or access are irrelevant. You are not seeking an open door. Rather, you are overcoming the obstacles that the adversary has erected before you by converting my words into words. The pigment of your skin is irrelevant. I am granting you favor with individuals whose acceptance is of paramount importance, so the arrogance and hostility of others are irrelevant. Your adversaries will be at peace with you as a result of your decision to adhere to the path I established for you, rather than your own. Even though the road appears to be in good condition, its conclusion is shattered. I am advising you to adhere to my instructions. I am your existence, your truth, and your road. You possess the ability to navigate the path because you possess me. The Father asserts, you are unable to stray from the path, as I am present within you, directing each moment toward a future brimming with life, blessings, and abundance. The Father warns against the danger of idly anticipating consequences that will never come to fulfillment. My realm is activated by speech and movement. Your responses to my previous statements are significantly more influential than your predictions regarding my future words or actions. However, contemplate the potential for change and inquire within. What is the object you hold in your hand? What are your capabilities? You have expressed a desire for assistance, and my recommendation is to make the most of the resources at your disposal and to remain steadfast in your decision-making. Do not belittle the era of humble beginnings. Refrain from succumbing to perfectionism. There is no requirement for everything to be faultless. It is unwise to anticipate that everything will align precisely, as I am the deity who has never linearly arranged things. Departure. Take immediate action. Avoid concentrating on the adversary's threats, rather, prioritize the commitments I have made. If you release yourself from the inertia of dogmatic thinking and take decisive action, your existence can undergo a complete transformation. You are not confined to a situation that lacks escape or egress. My empire is not accompanied by observation. Nothing changes if you are merely anticipating my subsequent actions. Ignorant of the fact that the subsequent step was theirs to make, individuals in my dominion have spent decades anticipating my next actions. Instead of accepting the divine response, the Pharisees executed the King of Monarchs and Lord of Lords, as they sought an alternative to their current experience. They were prepared to promote forbearance and observation, but they were hesitant to accept the righteousness that was evident to them. To my dearest, no transformation can be achieved through anticipation, observation, and desire. Action must be taken. Observation is a passive activity. Engagement is the antithesis of passivity. I strongly encourage you to work with me in the region where your requirements are most acute. God declares that you are currently an entitled individual within my domain. I do not contemplate your history when I observe you, rather, I see the lamb that was sacrificed from the beginning of the world. Your shortcomings, transgressions, and deficiencies. Arrange them all on the altar of my benevolence. The blood functions as the definitive signal that enables the curse that is afflicting all humanity and the earth as a result of transgression to bypass you. You are my property. I and you both exist within one another. No evil will befall you through any means. Even though 1,000 may collapse to your right and another 1,000 to your left, it will not approach you. Do not continue to contemplate the matters that were previously characterized by contradiction. Avoid allowing past disappointments to have a greater impact on the future than my word. I make a commitment that will endure forever. What is the matter? The enemy's attack. They are negligible in comparison to the extent of my enhanced loyalty in your life. I will hold the nations in contempt, even though they clamor and brandish their armaments against my chosen. I will expel them from the land and erase their name from all memory if they do not accept the Son. Is it the leopard or the dragon? I will discipline them with the authority of my words, and they will be subjugated before my people, even though they will covet and actively pursue their quarry. Is it the eagle, the griffin and the breeze? Their arrogance will be diminished, and they will return to the God of their progenitors. My gospel will once again be emitted from the territories of Lincoln, Stanley, and Livingstone, as it was in previous generations. Even though the bear may pose a threat to my people and the sand seed may rise against my legacy, I will engage in battle on their behalf when no nation offers assistance. Their victory will be perceived as a divine intervention from above. God declares, I am not excluding you. I regard you as a sacrosanct nation and a unique people. You are my ecclesia, my incursion that challenges the world with the assertions of Christ, and you shall not be deterred from the course I have prescribed for you. On this day, God declares, my joy is your strength. There was never any justification for me to desire your frustration and anger. The traditional method of earning a living has been to work diligently. However, this is not the case in the new creation. Engage in conversation with me to elevate my mood. My enthusiasm should be the energizing spark that causes you to smile unintentionally and walk faster, even if you are unaware of it. The pleasure of a purpose that has been fulfilled is being conveyed to you by God today. I instructed you to provide and receive benefits. If you do so, I will ensure that you are the first to receive all of the gifts you bestow upon others in my name. I am infusing your life with my compassion and improving it in so many ways that the only thing you can do is extend your gratitude. You are deserving of redemption. Restoration is feasible. Even if all of your issues have been resolved, the Father guarantees you complete support and tranquility. I do not wish for you to endure an existence devoid of joy. I am not prepared to pursue my objectives on earth without your enthusiastic and joyous assistance. In my country, maturity is not associated with a worried expression or demeanor. Exercise caution in all aspects of your life. Avoid associating with individuals who are fixated on dark narratives or devious schemes. Your pleasure will be shattered by such perspectives on life. However, my kingdom is replete with joy. Whenever an individual or entity robs you of your joy, they also rob you of the gift I bestowed upon you, which facilitates the influx of positive events into your life. Pursue my dominion. Attempt to locate the kingdom and bring joy to the Father, and all that was granted to you will be fulfilled. I will not omit any detail, my dear. I have already induced a yearning in your heart for the things I am determined to introduce into your life. Consequently, it is advisable to experience joy. Send forth the effervescence and buoyancy of my essence, for that expression of pleasure and ecstasy is the place where all that you have requested of me will be fulfilled. God declares that in the present day, exerting oneself more diligently only serves to distance oneself from their desired position in my dominion. There has never been a more urgent time to abandon your faith and rely on me. Obtain the insight to halt your current activities, discover tranquility, and recognize that my influence is facilitating the completion of what your efforts and determination are unable to accomplish. I have a task to complete. My will encompasses you and cascades over you like a gentle, balmy wave. Simply lie down on your back and allow my spirit to guide you to the heart of my creation. I intend to emancipate you from this period of aimlessness, during which you were unaware of my intentions or the rationale behind my actions. It is irrelevant to consider an individual's intelligence, expertise, cunning, or proficiency. Some individuals in your vicinity believe that they can independently accomplish all tasks and rely solely on their creativity. However, they will never reach the point at which I am guiding you. Their ignorant and arrogant attitudes will be exposed, rendering them stranded on the shores of their unproductive concepts. It is now imperative to advertise your organization. In my country, advancement is not contingent upon who one competes with or attempts to undermine toto elevate one's status. Refrain from harboring feelings of envy or resentment toward individuals who employ these strategies. They are merely employing the law of reciprocity, which posits that the objects they toss into the wind will ultimately cause them harm. This is due to their apprehension of expressing affection and prioritizing others over themselves. Continue to engage in activities that generate positive emotions. Do not pursue your prosperity. Instead, focus on the prosperity of others. I will increase the volume of my voice in your life to guide you to destinations that are beyond the reach of others. Therefore, with my assistance, you will accomplish what others in your vicinity have only imagined. My voice will now be like a murmur in your ear, instructing you, "This is the path, walk in it." Therefore, you will be aware of the challenges that await you, and you will be able to confront each day with the assurance and conviction that your actions are being directed by my hand. This will result in everything you say and do appearing to be a reflection of my own words and actions. Before the video ends, I request to donate us some dollars because I do not have house and I have to make a new house.